I'm privileged to be here with Coach Drew Pirtle, who has got to be right now the king of the close ball games. And Drew, let's talk about free throw shooting first. Team has improved, but what I think, and I'm not keeping it like I did when I coached, but I keep an eye on it. I think your percentage, what people shoot in the last 2 minutes of a ball game is very important, because sometimes good shooters don't shoot well in the last two. We've won it on free throws that we hit.
Yeah, we've done a really good job during this streak that we're kind of on of knocking down our free throws. Earlier in the year, we were leaving a lot of points out on the board, and we've really worked on not only just getting up a lot of free throws, but kind of changing the timing of when we get those free throws up. So trying to take a lot of free throws when we're tired, just trying our best to simulate some fourth quarter stuff, end of game stuff, putting some consequences on some free throws to try to simulate some pressure. But really just comes down to the guys really locking in and kind of embracing those high pressure moments and knocking them down. So,
Coach, I've seen this. It's even improved. Our kids have always hustled. But right now, your kids are playing hard. They're playing smart, and it looks like they're having fun doing what they do.
Yeah, I mean, that's our thing that goes back several years from when I was at JCS. You know, play hard, play smart, play together. And if you do those three things, 9 times out of 10, man, you're going to have a shot in that game. And then you kind of let the chips fall where they fall. And really proud of the effort, our guys. That's one of my big things is if you're not somebody that plays hard, you're probably not going to play, talent aside. So that's kind of the price of admission to be on this team. And if you want to play on this team, then that's the very first thing you get. The very first box you got to check is the effort when you're on the floor.
Now, I saw some young men play hard in the JV game. The thing people need to realize about JV games, they're for learning experience. Whether you win or lose. Now, you always play to win when you light it up, but you play hard, you improve, and learn something in a JV game, right?
Yeah, it's a great time to work on some stuff for us as coaches to see which guys play well together, who has chemistry, maybe more importantly, who doesn't have chemistry, who kind of steps into leadership roles. A lot of other stuff you're looking at outside of X's and O's, but definitely also an opportunity to let guys mess up, make some mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and then hopefully fix the mistakes and then go make some new ones.
Okay, tonight, last non-district game.
Yes, sir.
This is it, but very important. Talk about the importance of beating our cross-county rival.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm new, right? This is my first year here, so I've got a new set of rivalries that I'm learning this year, but understand it's a big game for both the girls program and the guys program, and so it means a lot. It means a lot just in that sense, but also this is probably the most physical game that we played all year, which granted at their place, part of that, the reason both teams were allowed to be physical was because of how the game was called, but maybe that happens tonight. Maybe there's a tighter whistle tonight. We'll see, but whatever it is, however the game is called, we're going to have to adapt to that. But one thing I do know about them, especially their bigs, their post players, they're really physical. They're very strong, and so we're going to have to really be locked in collectively to limit those opportunities around our rim.
Absolutely. And again, as we say just about every week, we got to face a guy that's at least 6 inches taller than us. DeBerry had, 13, I think. We did a pretty creditable job, though, on him.
We did. He had 13 at their place. And then I tell you, I really like, talking to Coach Tate, I really like their backup post, too. Just a sophomore, but super physical, super strong. Great touch around the rim, can step out and shoot it. So, yeah, it's another night, and it's kind of a going theme. Is us preparing for someone that is a size that maybe we don't, in terms of height, can match. But hopefully now that we're in Game 3, Game 4, Game 5 of that preparation with a lot of the same principles, the idea would be that we'd be improving in that area.
Oh, so absolutely.
Hopefully that holds true tonight, but we're going to have our work cut out for sure.
I think our help has been good with these big post players. But a fan wanted me to ask you, how important is pressure on that passer to keep these lobs and stuff from being completed?
Very smart fan, whoever this fan was. Yeah, it's huge. If a guy's allowed to just stand on the perimeter and be comfortable and diagnose what the help is doing and are they where they should be or do I have room, or if you're not far enough on him and you're not getting proper ball pressure, then he can make that perfect touch pass. So pressuring the ball without creating offense is huge. So we got to be selective with how we pressure the ball, but we can't let them just,
Right. I'll tell you who the fan was. A young man that played for Dobbins Bennett. Of course, he's about 73 years old now. His name is Moose Henry, a former guard at Dobbins Bennett High School. He has become a South Gibson Hornet fan.
Okay, very nice.
And he still lives in Kingsport. You've got about a little over a minute to tell the Hornet Nation what they need to know about the team in tonight's game.
Oh, man, it's the same message. I'm not going to mess with anything. We've got a good streak going, so appreciate everybody coming out, appreciate the support, and we're going to go try to make it. I guess that's 7 in a row. We're going to try to go make it. So.
And then next week, the tough stretch. 3 games, all 3 district. Got to make that long trip to O'Bine where I think Ralph Turner's on his farewell tour because Ralph's retiring after this year.
That's what I understand. I know Coach Hudson, the assistant coach, I think is he's I don't know if he's acting coach. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I know he's been kind of running things here lately and doing a really good job, and they're kind of the opposite. They don't have a huge big, but they can all shoot the lights out. They can all handle the ball and all have really high basketball IQ. So
a little quick history. Sitting over there at the table doing the game for 93-7, Robin Cood, who is one of the 3 greatest shooters in the history of O'Bine County High School. They had to ice his arm down after games, and he'd come across the half line shooting, but he hit him.
Hey, man.
Hey, we enjoy it, but Moose asks good questions sometimes.
Yes,
we got good fans here at South Gibson.
Appreciate
Coach, thank you. Let's get that victory tonight.
Let's get it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
There he is, one of the fine young teaching coaches as well. He's a good bench coach, and Coach Drew Pirtle, and we'll get to see the Hornets after this half of play. Clock runs down with the Lady Hornets leading 21